oat milk. The pros and cons of commercial versus homemade. Manufactured oat milk is a plant-based drink known to have Swedish origins, although health enthusiasts have been making it at home for many decades. The commercial variety is considered the innovation of food scientist Rickard Osta, who in part produced one of the first oat milk brands in Sweden in the early 1990s. In the US, oat milk became the go-to dairy-free milk alternative between 2017 to 2019, and since then has only grown in popularity. Step aside soy milk and almond milk, oat milk is predicted to be top on the list of vegan plant milk options in 2024. Making oat milk essentially involves briefly blending dry, raw, rolled oats in water, then straining out the milky liquid. It has a subtle, oaty flavor, and most importantly, a dairy-like creamy thick consistency. What are the pros and cons of oat milk? Well, that depends on if you make it homemade or buy it at the store. Generally, there are some overlapping qualities. Here are the advantages and disadvantages of each variety. 4 pros of commercial oat milk. Commercial pro number 1. Convenience. Shelf-stable boxed oat milk is often a more convenient choice over making it homemade. It is now available at most supermarkets or from online suppliers. Commercial pro number 2. Quality options. The best packaged types, in our opinion, are organic varieties that include a relatively simple list of ingredients, basically water, oats, and sea salt. Commercial pro number 3. Fiber and protein. According to product labels, oat milk can contain small amounts of fiber and protein. It is also vitamin enriched. Commercial pro number 4. Barista creamer. Sometimes you will see oat milk labeled as barista. This is a style utilized as a creamer for coffee or used in traditional coffee houses when making milk-based cappuccinos or lattes. It is the type of non-dairy milk that Starbucks currently uses. Barista oat milk is processed differently to provide foam and froth when steamed. 7 cons of commercial oat milk. Commercial con number 1. Refined oils. Many brands almost always add in refined vegetable oils, usually canola or sunflower oil. These are not oils we would consume on a regular basis. Barista oat milk is especially high in oil content, usually canola or rapeseed. Visit our video on why this oil is best avoided. Commercial con number 2. Pasteurized. All commercial oat milk is flash pasteurized via a process that uses an ultra-high temperature. This technique kills off pathogens but can lower the nutritional value quite a bit. Commercial con number 3. Synthetically fortified. Many brands fortify their oat milk with synthetic isolates like calcium, potassium, B vitamins, and vitamin D. Usually calcium is in the form of calcium carbonate, which isn't our favorite choice as far as lab-produced supplements. It is our view that getting your vitamins and minerals from whole food sources is more absorbable to the body and healthier long-term. Commercial con number 4. Not guaranteed gluten-free or nut-free. Oats don't contain gluten, but they can be contaminated in facilities that process other foods like wheat or nuts. Most of the brands we came across do not use certified gluten-free or nut-free oats. Certified varieties are officially tested and/or come from certified gluten-free processing plants. Commercial con number 5. Glyphosate. The best type we recommend is, as always, one that's certified organic and non-GMO. Conventionally grown oats and the products created from them have been found to contain the toxic chemical known as glyphosate, a widely used pesticide. Unfortunately, most brands as of 2023 are non-organic. Commercial con number 6. Less nutritious. Shelf-stable products like boxed oat milk have fewer nutritional benefits compared to making fresh oat milk from scratch. Likewise, commercial types can contain additives such as tricalcium phosphate, dipotassium phosphate, or dullen gum. Commercial con number 7. Carton box packaging. Most oat milk brands use a type of box-like packaging that's currently made from 5 layers: polymer, paperboard, polymer, aluminum, and polymer. The important question is, which material comes into contact with the milk product? This would be the polymer or polyethylene, a form of plastic. However, according to some science, one of the main varieties used, called Tetra Pak, appears to be the least toxic when it comes to plastics and doesn't contain BPA. There is also the matter of some aluminum foil used around the cap that does come into direct contact with the milk itself. 7 pros of homemade oat milk. Homemade pro number 1. Easy to make. Making oat milk is fast and easy. It simply involves blending 1 cup of rolled oats, 3 to 4 cups of water, and a pinch of pink salt. You then strain it through a fine mesh nut milk bag and you're done. Homemade pro number 2. Quality ingredients. One of the best things about making your own is that you get to choose the highest quality ingredients using organic, non-GMO, and gluten-free rolled oats. Homemade pro number 3. More nutrients. When you make homemade oat milk, you can use organic oats as well as an increased oats to water ratio so you get more of the oat-based nutrients. They are naturally good sources of the minerals manganese, phosphorus, selenium, zinc, magnesium, and iron, as well as B vitamins like thiamine, B5, B6, folate, and niacin. Homemade pro number 4. Beta-glucans and avenanthramides. Oats are high in beta-glucans, a soluble fiber. This is what gives oat milk its fiber content. It doesn't contain as much as oatmeal, however, which converts more beta-glucans because it's heated. Oats are also sources of avenanthramides, known for their antioxidant activity. Homemade pro number 5. No packaging or additives. Homemade oat milk doesn't involve wasteful packaging, nor does it contain additives. Homemade pro number 6. Less expensive. Making your own oat milk can be about 4 to 5 times cheaper than expensive store-bought varieties. Homemade pro number 7. Lower in calories. Homemade can be lower in calories because it doesn't contain added oil content. 2 cons of homemade oat milk. Homemade con number 1 may separate. Homemade can tend to separate, while commercial milk remains well integrated due to processing methods and the use of stabilizers. However, homemade oat milk will reconstitute when you shake the jar a bit. Homemade con number 2. Not as nutritious as oatmeal. We would say that either boxed or do-it-yourself oat milk isn't as nutritious as using oats to make oatmeal. That's because 1. Oatmeal is heated, which releases more nutrients like beta-glucans, and 2. Some of the nutritional value is strained out in the pulp. Oat milk nutrition versus cow's milk. Oat milk doesn't contain saturated fat and is higher in fiber, potentially beneficial for lowering cholesterol. Cow's milk, however, is higher in protein content, with 1 cup averaging 8 grams of protein. The same quantity of oat milk is about 2 grams of protein. Unfortified cow's milk naturally contains minerals like calcium, magnesium, and B12. Similar to boxed oat milk, regular milk is also usually fortified with vitamins. Oat milk makes a great plant-based alternative for those who are lactose intolerant, as well as vegetarians and vegans when dairy products are not on the menu. You might also want to consider almond milk and hemp milk made from hemp seed. How to use. Oat milk can be used like regular milk in smoothies, on breakfast cereal, and incorporated into any number of recipes as a dairy substitute. Precautions. Consult your healthcare provider or nutritionist before adding oat milk to the diet on a regular basis, especially if pregnant, nursing, if you are taking medications, or have a serious health issue. Thanks for watching! For more on oat milk, as well as top quality sources, be sure and check out the links in the description box below this video. Please support the channel by giving this video a thumbs up if you found it useful. And don't miss increasing your knowledge with these additional informational videos.